Hi, Myth 141 Online. You made it through the Jelly Bean budget project, so that's awesome. And I hope what it really made you start thinking about is your own financial goals. So, one of those financial goals could be your finance application project. So, that would be awesome. So this video is your preview for week 14. I'm so excited. You're getting so close now. You just have a few big things left, and some big concepts in finance. So reach out if you're struggling. I can make you more videos or whatever you might need. So, the big news for this week is your final project part 2, which is the slideshow. Which is really your final exam project, is published. It's in the final project tab, so you can see it, and the finance application is also there. So I made a video for you. It's about 8 minutes long. Sorry, bear with me. I just wanted to make sure you know what you're doing since it is in the final project category. The other thing I wanted to touch bases with you on is, oh, and sorry, pause. Your probability application is due this week, so make sure you get that done. I know I haven't given you some feedback on the discussion board yet, but you'll be getting that this weekend, so hopefully you can put your finishing touches on your project, and hopefully you're getting good feedback from your classmates. This week we're going to do APY, which is annual percentage yield, not to be confused with APR, which is your actual annual percentage rate. So your annual percentage rate is the one they usually publish. The annual percentage yield is the actual interest you're either being charged or you're earning. So APY takes into account the compounding periods with the compound interest. So if if your compounding periods are annually, then your APY and your APR will be identical because annually just means once a year. But if you are getting more than one compound period a year, your APY will be slightly larger than your APR. And you'll notice the formula and just there's a little bit of a difference. The other thing you're going to be looking at this week is annuities. And annuities are how most of us invest. So if you remember the compound interest problems from last week, that's if you have this whole big pile of money and you put it in an account and you just let it sit there and grow. But most of us don't have a big pile of money. Most of us have a small amount taken out of our paycheck or whatever on a regular basis and put in a savings account. That's called an annuity. You're saving up for your retirement. Or after retirement, when you're paying yourself back. So after retirement, if you're withdrawing the same amount each month, each year, whatever, each quarter, then that is a payout annuity. So that's what we're going to be looking at this week. And then our last topic for next week will be loans. So not in week 14, but in week 15, you will have another lockdown browser test on finance, and your project will be due, and you will make sure you're doing your final slideshow voiceover. So there's a lot coming up. Really just a grind week. So like more assignments, textbook reading, those kind of things. I did put a fun game in the resources. If you take a look at that, there's a lot of options there. So if you play any of those games, let me know. That would be awesome. Okay, well, have a great week. Make sure you watch your videos and you let me know if you need anything. You're almost there. Hang in there.